What's up, guys? This is the Wolflexx Soda XX here. Today, I'm gonna bring you my top 5 cartoons, American cartoons ever. Most of them are like old, like maybe I'm gonna say 1999 to maybe 2007. I don't know, but some of these shows may have made a run longer, but they're most of them are like from the 2000s, not the new stuff on Cartoon Network that sucks. So let's get to it. So I'm gonna give some honorable mentions to like the sixth and seventh spot. Number seven is it is I don't know right now. This number six is it is Totally Spies, and I like this show. And so yeah, let's get to on it. Let's get on it. Number five is Code Lyco, and it's basically about five kids, and they go into an alternate universe, and they fight monsters, and they have special powers. And the story is based in like France, and it had like a French boarding school, and got five main characters: so Alicia, Ide, Yumi, Ulrich, and Jeremy, and they have a dog named Kiwi, and so the series is really cool. The alternate dimension and how they get there, and the portal is really cool, and they get all like animated into like these like superheroes almost, and they fight monsters, and they and four of them are from the human world, and one of them is from the alternate dimension. And so yeah, let's get on to number four. Number four on my list is another Cartoon Network, and it is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And don't laugh, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that ever tried to do this. I used to think like you could have like an imaginary friend if you could dream, just like Mac did. And basically, the series is about a boy named Mac, and he thinks he gets an imaginary friend one night, and he has to put him in imaginary friend's place since a lot of the imaginary Foster's Home, because a lot of them are dangerous, and they do bad stuff, and sometimes it's not good. And the main characters are Mac. He's a boy. He's a regular boy. Blue. He's Max. Foss imaginary friend. You got Wilt, and I think it's supposed to be like Wilt Chamberlain, the NBA player back then. But his name is Wilt. He's tall. He has one eye, and he got a bad accident, an injury during a basketball game. Got Eduardo. He's like Latino, and he's like a bull, and he's like very kind, and he doesn't want to hurt people, but when he has to, he will. And then you got Coco. It's like a bird, and it's like a bird airplane. I have no idea, and it lays eggs, and it can come out like stuff can come out of the eggs. I have no idea, and they came up with that. That's pretty funny. You got another regular girl that works at the foster home, Frances, or also known as Frankie, and then you got Mr. Harriman, the owner of the foster's home, and yeah, basically, it was really good. And then you got the old lady, Madam Foster, and I really like the series. I would definitely tell you to check it out, and tell me if you ever thought you could have an imaginary friend like Mac. And so yeah, guys, on to number three. Number three on my list is another amazing series for me. It is Kids Next Door, or also known as Codename Kid Next Door. And this show can get really crazy. It's basically about like a secret organization of kids, and they fight adults for things and you got main villains, and then they have another like enemy that is the teenagers, and they work with the adults. The teenagers and the adults work out, and the series is basically about five main characters. It is number one, Nacho Uno; number two, Hoagie P. Gilligan Jr., and number three, Kuki Sanban. She's a happy-go-lucky Japanese American. Nacho Uno is he's like a bald English boy, and he's from it's like British. And number two, he's like he's like the American, and he's kind of obese. Number 4, you got Wallaby Wally, and he's like a European Australian boy, and you never see his eyes, and he kind of has a relationship with number 4. And then you got number 5, and you got Abigail, Abby, and she has like an Afro French descendant, and she wears like a red cap, and she's cool. And then you got like a bunch of numbers going really, really high up, and the series is really awesome. And their main enemies in the series are the adults, the teenagers, and then you have a bunch of kids, like basically exactly like the Kids Named Kid Next Door, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they work with father, and they basically are trying to stop. And they're called the Delightful Children from Down the Lane, and yeah, some crazy stuff happens, and then another enemy is number 11, Cree. That's number 5's sister, and I would definitely tell you to check out the series. It's really fun, and they have so many fun things like Brace Face or Night Brace, and he has like braces, and then the Toilinator, and it's funny to see what happens. It's really cool. So on to number 2. So number 2 on my list is another favorite, and I watched this series so many times. So with number 1, and it is Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I've not really seen The Legend of Korra. I know that is like a sequel to Avatar. I have not really seen it. I might pick up the DVDs one day and take a look at it. I heard it was good and bad. I've seen a couple episodes, but I really don't know what's happening. It was just random episodes in time. So basically, the series is about the Avatar, and his name is Aang, and he has to basically stop the Fire Lord from taking over the world, and he already did, like pretty much half the world. He already killed the Airbenders, and Aang is an Airbender, like the only one left. And he has his friends that help him stop the Fire Lord, and you got Katara. She's a 14-year-old. Aang's 12. Katara's a waterbender from like the South Water tribe. That's Sokka, her brother. He's 15, and he doesn't do waterbending. He just uses axes and boomerangs and stuff. You got Toph. She's blind. She's the earthbender on the team. And you got Zuko. He is the 16-year-old firebender. He is a villain and a ally, and he actually saves Aang one time. Not gonna tell you when, but it'll be a spoiler. But basically, Aang has to like learn the 4 main elements: water, air. He already knows air since he's an airbender. Fire and earth, and he has to learn all 4, and he needs to be able to stop the Fire Lord or Ozai from basically taking over the world, and he has to do it with his friends. And they also have many bad guys like Azula and Suki, and Suki's not bad. Just Azula and Ozai. And I really like this series. You definitely have to check this out. I love it. And now on to number 1. So number 1 on my list is another Cartoon Network show, and it is the Teen Titans. I love this show. I mean, it's so good. You got basically a group of 5 kids or people, and they basically help crime and stop villains. They stop crime, and they stop the villains, and they live in Jump City, and they got Robin, Starfire, Cyborg, Raven. They got Beast Boy. I love the show. My favorite character is Beast Boy, since I like monkeys, and I really like the Teen Titans, and you go over so many problems, and I really like Tara. She's one of my favorite characters. and you gotta stop like the main villains of Jump City. You gotta stop trying to remember his name. It escapes me right now, but I don't know, but I forget right now. But it's basically they have supernatural powers, and they had to stop crime. And Robin, he's related to Batman. Like in some way, he's adopted by Batman, and Starfire's from another galaxy. Cyborg is like a typical American, and he got into an accident, and he got turned into a cyborg. You got Beast Boy, he can shapeshift the animals, and you got Raven. She can like use like Dark Force, and she has to like meditate every day. And this series is really good. There's not much to say. I mean, it's so good that in the opening, the Teen Titans opening and the ending, I love the movie Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo. Puffy Ami Yumi, they basically sing most of the songs in Teen Titans. The opening, I really like the song in season 1, episode 10, Madman or Detention, and K2G, I like that song. And so, you guys check out Teen Titans, check out all these series, and thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel if you like anime and manga or video game related videos, and so thanks for watching, bye.